Good morning, everyone. I am going to tell the review of the book Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg, which was published in the year 2012. Charles Duhigg is a famous American journalist and a non-fiction author, and he was also a reporter in New York Times, and he is also a Pulitzer Prize winner. And his major works include The Power of Habit, Smarter, Faster, Better, Super Communications, etc. And coming to the book The Power of Habit, and this book helps you to understand why habits are at its core of everything you do, and how you can change them, and how it will impact in your life, business and society. And through various scientific research and real life stories, the author explains how habits are formed and how we can change them. The book is mainly divided into three parts. The first one is the habits of the individual, second the habits of the the habits of successful organization, and third one the habits of the society. So I would like to explain these three chapters with some examples that the author has used for your better understanding. And coming to the first chapter, the habits of individual, author uses a habit loop. That is a three-step process which includes a cue, a routine and a reward. A cue is a trigger to do something, and a routine is a repeated behavior over a period of time, and a reward is what we get after doing these things. That is a sort of pleasure. So in this first chapter, the author demonstrates how the habits are formed and how we can change them. And he uses an example of Pepsodent and a man with severe memory loss. Coming to the case of Pepsodent, during the early 20th century, people don't have the habit of brushing their teeth. That time, Pepsodent came with an idea of a toothpaste which will clear the filling, a sort of mucus layer in our teeth, and people have developed a cue for using that product for getting a reward of clean teeth. So it has become a routine over the time. And the case of a man with severe memory loss, author explains how the habits work at a subconscious level. Even though he lost his memory, he is able to find his way to his kitchen and other neighborhood. This is because that habits are stored in specific part of our brain. So in this chapter, the author shows that habits are formed as part of cue, routine and reward. That's the main part of this chapter. Coming to the second chapter, the habits of successful organization. Here the author shows the example of Starbucks and Alcoa, two famous companies which have transferred themselves fully by focusing on keystone habits. Starbucks provided training to employees for building strong willpower and customer services. They used a method called latte method, that is, listen to the customer, acknowledge the problem, think about the problem, take action by solving the problem, and explain the problem as occurred. And in case of Alcoa, is CEOs focus on safety, a keystone habit, rather than focusing on profit and productivity, has made a success in their long run. And both these cases shows that focusing on keystone habits have a great influence in building a strong, in attaining success. And coming to the final part of the book, it explores about how social habits have caused a huge impact or significant lead in a societal changes. Here the author uses the example of a civil rights movement that is in Montgomery. A woman called Rosa Parks from African American community got arrested for not giving her seat to a man in white people community, and as a part of this, people from her community boycotted the bus, that is Montgomery bus boycott. And this is because she is very active in the society and she had a huge community. This shows that how social habits have a great influence in societal changes. And another example is the case of a church where the pastor of the church created some small groups, and that's why small group, and the people could connect and build relationship there. So this chapter shows that how building strong habits and routine, whether in a community or in a church, can create a significant growth and change. And coming to the most important insight of the book, that is the golden rule of habit change. While a cue and reward remains the same, we can change the routine for changing an habit. And the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. This is my favorite quote from this book, and I would suggest this book for everyone who are willing to make a change, positive change in their life. And it was a nice book. That's what I